Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're going to be looking at the War Season 4 details, including a unique fighter that's going to be added to the War Depot. We're going to see how the War Depot is going to be structured this time around, any changes that are going to be coming into the War structure, whether it be into War itself or the rewards or anything like that. We're going to be going through all of it, guys. We have had some, test wars in the last few weeks with the Forged in Flames wars, and we'll see how many of those changes potentially made it into the real deal when it comes to the qualifiers for the next War of Champions. And just to go through the basic intro first, it says War Season 4 begins next week. Here are all the details on what players can expect, from the rewards to some changes, qualifiers, War of Champions, and more. And first up we have the Season 4 changes. It says this season players can expect strongholds that grant bonus points for successfully attacking camps when a team is in a stronghold. We have heard player feedback and are happy to announce that there will always be at least 2 of these strongholds in each CRW qualifier. Each successful attack on a camp with a team in the stronghold will grant 500 bonus points for solo milestones and the faction. We've also adjusted the stronghold attack cooldown timer to 2 minutes, and will continue to monitor player feedback about these updates to War. Along with these changes, players can also expect the regions included, be it Bradley regions, addition to CRW, mercenary structure, and repair timer skip cost changes from the Forged in Flames CRWs to remain in place throughout Season 4. Along with that, we'll also be closing region transfers with CRW Qualifier 4. Similar to Season 3, the top 100 factions who qualify for Season 4 War of Champions, we sent a region transfer key to each member of their roster a week prior to War of Champions. So this is going to be some nice adjustments. I think the points bonus was nice. I think one of the biggest complaints was the fact that not everyone in a faction could get into the towers if you had good tower attack teams, and like only 5 people could get in. Now there's a possibility of up to 8 of your faction getting in, of course. It will be easier to take back towers now because one tower will always have at least, well, at most 4 in it, or potentially 3, because you can't have 5 in both towers when it's 8 versus 8. It's just as simple as it is. And it looks like they are going to be closing transfers nearer the end of the qualifiers, and this is to just cement rosters a little bit better, just so you don't have any shenanigans in the very last qualifier where you can have like entire factions just kicking half of their faction to take on like half of another faction that's really strong. You could still potentially have that happen, but it's going to happen 2 weeks prior to the end of qualifiers, so players will at least have time to adjust, potentially join another faction if that's the case. Now there's some info when it comes to the actual War of Champions for Season 4 as well. Some early information. It says Season 4 War of Champions players will have the opportunity at huge rewards once again, including War of Champions qualification rewards, War of Champions exclusive gold mythic fighter. We're excited to announce we are bringing back a War of Champions exclusive reward fighter. This unique gold mythic fighter will only be available for players in the War of Champions region. War of Champions qualification avatar, which we did have come back anyway from the last time when it came to the visuals. I know a lot of people wanted that War of Champions avatar. Fortunately, we did get it from the last War of Champions, but we are going to get it again. This is going to be an ongoing thing. And the 5 Paragon mods. There's no announcement on what Paragon mods they are just yet. Now, it does say that War of Champions placement rewards will be 1st, 2nd, and 3rd War of Champions placement avatar, just like last time. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd placement Season 4 TWD RTS champion collectible coins. And this was sent out and announced with the last War of Champions, where players got in real life medals effectively for their placement in the top 3 factions. Now there's some more information when it comes to War of Champions first place winner rewards, and it says the first place winner War of Champions faction's name will be featured on all Season 5 war maps as a tribute to the last season's champion, kind of like we have with this season. The War of Champions winner will also receive an exclusive 5-star War of Champions weapon shortly after War of Champions. Not only will this weapon have unique art, but the winning faction will have that special 5-star weapon named after the faction and rewarded to all its members. To further celebrate the faction's achievements as best in the game, all players in the game will have the opportunity to purchase this War of Champions weapon for a limited time, kind of like we saw with the previous War of Champions reward. The Walking Dead team will provide the art and stats of this exclusive weapon and will attach the winning faction's name. Winning faction will not influence weapon design. For the weapon to be named after the winning faction, the faction's names must adhere to our terms of service. Scopely reserves the right to reject a faction's weapon naming reward if that faction name violates TOS. More details to come on the full complement of rewards surrounding Season 4's Warrior Champions and the info on the Warrior Champions exclusive fighter as we get closer to Season 4 Warrior Champions. Now there is a tentative schedule in terms of what it's going to be like for Season 4, and I'm going to predict there is like a mid-season break. My prediction is we'll probably get a bit more info when it comes to Warrior Champions around that break. Now when it comes to the Season 4 war itself, there is an exclusive fighter and his name is Ronaldo. And you can see the visuals here. Definitely looks like a strong character. Got that axe in his hands. Looks pretty cool. Very green. Very green. I like the little hairstyle. Samurai swords on his back. It looks pretty cool. I like the visuals quite a lot. And we can see it's a War Season 4 exclusive. It does break down that the Season 4 War Depot will feature the previous War exclusive Gold Mythic fighters Romanov, Kapor and Erica, along with this season's exclusive Ronaldo. Look for Ronaldo's Mythic Fighter Spotlight coming next week. These fighters, along with Gold Mythic tokens and Elite Item tokens, will be found in the Season 4 War Depot. I'll also be reviewing this character myself, and I should have that video up next week. The second Scopely gives me the green light that I can release it, it'll be out on my channel. So make sure you are subscribed if you do want to see the preview of this character once I have released it. Now just a little look over the Season 4 grey market. You can see the prices of things in the store. You can see that Ronaldo is going to cost 55k, just like the previous fighters did when they were first in the store. Romanov's going to return and he's going to get reduced down to 35k, just like the previous fighters did when they returned to the store. And we can see that Kapor and Erica are also returning, again at 35,000 each. So you can pick up those fighters that you missed in the past. For instance, if you didn't get Kapor or you're newer to the game, Kapor is one of the better characters in here for sure. Very useful for various parts of the game, so quite accessible to be able to get this sort of character, which is nice. Then there's some extra bits and pieces that you can spend your war tokens on. You can get 1,000 gold mythic tokens for 2,500 Season 4 war tokens. You can get that up to 60 times, so that's up to 6 pulls. And then you can also get the elite item tokens. Generally speaking, you would spend it on this stuff after you bought the characters that you want for the season. Me personally, I'm finding a spot where I'm going for the brand new character and the brand new character alone, because I've got the other characters at LB3, so I'm going to be taking Ronaldo for sure, taking him up to LB3 as quickly as possible, and then I'll probably go for gold mythic tokens with my remaining tokens. Now here is that tentative schedule I was talking about. It said we will hold a mid-season break from qualification for players to test new teams, to take a break from the fierce competition with some Blitz War events. Please note this is a tentative schedule and subject to change. And you can see that the first war will start on the 25th of March. That is not this weekend, but the following weekend. Then it will go to the 8th of April, 22nd of April, and then on the 4th of May, we will have that 2-week break. And this is when I think some of the information might be released when it comes to the actual Warrior Champions rewards, as it will be just 2 months before Warrior Champions happens. On the 3rd of June, we'll have another qualifier, qualifier number 4. And then at this point, I believe after qualifier 4, the regions will be locked and you will not be able to transfer. So you'll have to have the same faction members for qualifier 5 and qualifier 6 and effectively into Warrior Champions. Now, I think you could still probably recruit members from other factions once you qualify. You know, that has happened before. It's up to you. Some players don't even want to go and they do qualify with their faction. Maybe they're busy that weekend. As you can see, on the 15th of July, Warrior Champions Season 4 is penciled in to start this weekend, unless things change. We did have things change in Season 1, but with this season not really having like Christmas and stuff in the middle of it, it shouldn't be as bad, I think. Now there's also some info on the actual structure of the CRWs and stuff. I'm going to breeze through this mainly just because it looks very similar to the previous seasons. You can see first place gets 30,000 Season War tokens, 30 gear medal choice boxes, and 400 still medals. And then it just scales down as you go down the placings. And I think it goes down to like 100th place or 1,000th place, you know. Lots and lots of factions. It is 101 to 1,000th. And they just take away a lot less tokens. But then we have the milestones. We are going to see gold mythic tokens, normal mythic recruit tokens, and more energy. And it just chops and changes. They might change this from CRW to CRW, but this is like the basic one. Then we can see the War Season 4 CRW faction missions, and it is great to see these reappear. I think this is one of the best additions they've done when it comes to war for lower factions, upper factions, basically. This is really nice. This is really nice. This is something that I think a lot of people have been pretty happy with. You're going to get some of those War Season 4 tokens, and you can potentially get, you know, characters over the course of a season just from these missions, which is great. Then we're going to have the region rank rewards, and these used to be select recruits, I believe. Now it's going to be mythic recruit tokens, so you're going to be able to get like the odd silver from this now and again. Then we have the Blitz rank rewards. It's pretty much the same, just scaled down, pretty much halved by the looks of things. 30,000 down to 15,000, 30 down to 15 medal gearboxes, and then 400 down to 200 still gear medals. These obviously last half the amount of time. These might be 6 on 6. They might be 8 versus 8. I prefer 8 versus 8 Blitz myself personally, but I know other people do prefer 6 versus 6. And we can see if we keep scrolling down, it goes down to 1,000th place again. Then we have the Blitz War Milestones. Again, pretty much just seems halved. War Energy, got Mythic Tokens, so on and so forth. And it's going to go up to 200,000. And then we have the War Faction missions here again. And it seems like it isn't halved here. Maybe it is. I'm not actually sure. I can't remember the numbers. But you're just going to get more of the tokens. You're going to get more of the tokens. And the Blitz Wars are what are going to happen during the mid-season break. We're going to have 3 qualifiers, a mid-season break with some Blitz Wars in it. And then the other 3 qualifiers, the War of Champions, basically as the full season. Now the Blitz Wars will not count towards your qualification for World Champions, but they will count towards the season tokens you can get for the basic depot. And last up, we just have confirmation of what are in the crates. You can see that it's going to be the gold gear medals, the silver gear medals, and the bronze gear medals as expected in the gear medals choice box. And then in the energy choice box, it is World Energy, Raid Energy, War Energy, and SR Energy refills. So that is War Season 4 info, and World Champions Season 4 is going to take place in pretty much precisely 4 months' time. It is going to be on, I believe, the 15th of July, which is in 4 months. So prepare yourselves for some more qualifiers, working towards a new character in the depot, and unique rewards apparently in the World Champions itself. I'll bring you the information on those unique rewards, what you can expect from World Champions in terms of the unique gold mythic character that's going to be the reward there, the exclusive, and also the potential in terms of the weapon. What trait is it going to be? I'm guessing not alert again. So will it be fast? Will it be tough? Will it be strong? We'll have to wait and see. Do give me your thoughts on the War Season 4 info though, guys. What do you think of the character from what you can see so far? He does look like a strong character, like I say. He's got the axe. And visually, well, the art, you know the art's been pretty good in the Mythic era, and this is no different. Like I said, leave your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. That is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.